And if you are still looking to take that family summer vacation, this morning we have all of the tips and tricks to exploring without the stress. Traveling with Babies is a platform that encourages parents to keep experiencing the world even after having babies. So this morning, founder and creator Kelly Starr is joining us with her tips to taking your child on the go. Kelly, thanks for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so why don't we just first start with why you even started traveling with babies, where the inspiration came from?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've done a lot of travel within my life. I lived in Europe for a while before moving back to my home, St. Louis. And to me, when I started having kids, I was so used to everybody saying like, oh, you're gonna have to like settle down, your traveling days are over. And to me, like that was such a passion. And I just felt like there's no way that's over for me. So after I had kids, we started going out and I learned how much I didn't know about traveling, even though I had just spent so much time doing it before.
Because it looks in a completely different way now. So why don't you take us through some of your tips if people are looking to travel, but maybe they're afraid, they're thinking, oh, I can't with the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that so much of it is just getting out and getting used to what your child's needs are. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything, some big vacation. Just leaving your house for the day and learning about your child and what their needs are and what your expectations are, that can take you so far. And then when you are starting ready to get out a little bit more, then you can go on that vacation, and remembering that your baby is still your baby and your child is still your child. What their needs are at home is very likely to remain their needs even on vacation, and finding those little tips and those little tricks that help them is gonna be definitely go a long way.
Well, and I really like that you point out, like, just go outside first, maybe just go around St. Louis and learn that way before you take that big leap, especially if it's something you're nervous about. And you mentioned this a little bit, but everyone travels differently, right? Including 100%. Your kids, your partner, whatever it might be.
Exactly, and so finding that niche and finding those things that are specific to your child, whether it be like they have to be home for a nap at 1 p.m. Like our day is going to be ruined if we don't have that nap. That's important to know, and that's important to kind of hold on to even when you're on vacation, because it can be so hard. You want to do all the things and see all the things, and so keeping those schedules in mind and keeping maybe little products that remind your child of home can really be a lot of help.
Of course, and that's okay too, right? Having to take the naps at 1 p.m., you're still traveling, you're still exploring, and if anything, you're saving yourself a headache later on.
Absolutely.
So why don't we end with this? We have to wrap up here, but you do consultations.
Oh yeah, I do one-on-one consultations, and so people can book that with a meeting with me, and I go through every detail of their trip, because of course, like you and I probably travel differently, so knowing every little detail and every little nuance helps me really come up with a plan to make a successful trip for all the parents.
Of course. Well, I love that. Traveling with Babies. You're going to want to take a look at your screen right here for further information. Follow along on Instagram. Visit Kelly's website right there and book a consultation, because we want you to get out there and explore the world without the stress. So thank you, Kelly, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back.